I'm Niaz and this is Kinetic Drive. These are two Suzuki Swift Sports. They are very different. The one on the right is standard and the one on the left is stock. In South Africa we buy huge amounts of GTI, OPC when it was here, and what's the other popular hot hatch that everyone enjoys? I actually completely forgot, but if I don't remember it now, it's all here over the screen. But the GTI is the darling here in South Africa, and I've driven a stock Swift. They are brilliant. This is a manual, so I'm going to reacquaint myself with this car and see how it feels over the automatic and how it compares to a modified car, and why I think the Swift Sport deserves your money over the Polo GTI, with a slight caveat. Okay, Mr. Warren, how are you, sir?
How's it, man? Oh, man.
Nice to finally meet you.
No, good, man. Nice to be here. It's been a while.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a stock Suzuki Swift Sport. It is the manual version. These cars didn't come with a lot of spec, if I'm not mistaken. You got them just like us and you couldn't really spec.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's it. You buy it Swift Sport and that's it.
Exactly.
You know?
Before I go further with this video, ladies and gentlemen, please do subscribe and check out the previous Suzuki Swift video I put up on this channel when it was called Liberable. That video will explain to you all the technicalities of this car, the sound system, the infotainment, this cluster in front of us and whatnot. I want to delve quickly into why I said such bold words at the opening of this video, why I think this car is better than a Polo GTI. Driving it now, just up the road here, reminded me why. The steering wheel is not the greatest, but the suspension.
Yeah.
The suspension is excellent. Warren, I want to know, why did you buy a Swift Sport?
Well, you know, where do I start? This is my third Swift Sport.
What?
Yeah. So I had the ZC33S, sorry, before this, the other one. And before that I had the ZC32S, that's the previous generation Swift Sport. You know, like, I mean, that time when I was looking for a Swift Sport, you know, when I didn't even have a Suzuki yet, I was looking, you know, I was that guy looking for the Fiesta STs, looking at the Polo GTIs, you know. And I just it never stuck, man, you know. In the end of the day, I was like, I just need something different, man, you know, because I'm different. So I was like, no, let's rather, you know, let's try this Swift Sport. I had some links with Suzuki South Africa at the time as well. I drove the Ignis actually that time. So
I love the Ignis.
let's maybe jump into a Swift Sport, right? The 1.6, and yeah, I fell in love with Suzuki, with the brand, with the car. Yeah, it's not a fast car. I always tell people it's not a fast car, but it's a fun car.
That is the whole point of motoring. That is the entire point of driving.
Correct.
Is the car fun? Does it make me smile? And is it comfortable?
Is it comfortable?
You don't need 1,000,000 kilowatt and 1,000,000 horsepower or torque to put a smile on your face. Just dawdling this car around is reminding me why. Sure, that mid torque. This is the booster jet motor, no?
That's the 1.4 turbo, yes, correct.
That instant pickup, man. Oh, that instant pickup is lovely. They make 110 kilowatt.
103 kilowatts?
103 kilowatt. There we go.
And 240 liters.
Doesn't feel like 103, it feels like 120, 125, because they're such like urgent engines. Now let me quickly touch on my whole Polo GTI thingy. Now, you can get this car in automatic. It doesn't make frappa. It's not a dual clutch, it's an ordinary torque converter gearbox. Suzuki did try to make the gearbox feel nice and snappy. It doesn't help. At the end of the day, it's still a torque converter. With this manual, if I drop a car gear, I feel immediate power because there's no slippage. With a torque converter going, hey, let's crank up the oil pressure and let's lock that clutch in place in order to give me power. The power here is always ready by my right foot. I just have to pick the gear with my left hand. The Polo GTI is way more tunable than this car. The Z33 is chassis.
Correct.
You know, we can try the modified one and see what the owner's power output and things like that is. But my understanding, these cars aren't as tuner friendly as a 2-liter engine, obviously, in the Polo. But then you're paying, what, half a million? And here you're paying 300,000 rand.
Well, I mean, now the prices went up, and I think the price is going up again next year.
Sure, there's a new one coming this time.
Well, new Swift, yeah.
Yeah.
The new Swift model hasn't been confirmed yet.
Damn. This engine pulls, guys, like you will not. More than enough power. It feels sprightly, it feels alive. The engine is willing to give you all of its power. The suspension is absorbs bumps beautifully and just feels so compliant and complacent. Damn, dude. Nah, this is lovely. I'm in 6K cruising, decent speed, which I did not know I'm doing. But again, these cars do have a steering wheel thingy. They are a little bit too light for me, and I can't really tell what the front wheels do through the steering wheel because of its lightness. We're not gonna go too crazy, ladies and gentlemen, as per usual. I just want to feel what the chassis overall. Nah, man, this is. What is this? This is beautiful. Oh. Damn. This feel beautiful. The suspension's rebound. Oh, that's a GTV6.
GTV6, yeah.
Yeah, GTV6. Holy crap. The suspension deals with bumps beautifully. The car feels urgent enough. This transmission is a treat to shift between the gears. Oh, what a... Have you driven anything else that made you feel like a Swiss Sport? You've had 3 clearly, so I can't see.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard. I mean, price point, you know, availability, number one. That's a good thing. I mean, this is my only car. It's my daily. It's my fun car that we get. You know, so there's besides like a Fiesta, ST200, that's the other car that I really like in the segment, well, sort of the segment. But yeah, I'm a Suzuki boy, man. I love old cars, but you know, if I need to buy a car for myself, you know, yeah, it's either this. I think next is something rear-wheel drive. MX-5.
Of course. MX-5 is gonna be. That's gonna be one up on this, by the way.
Definitely,
It's a great car.
definitely.
Tell me quickly, a personal question. What did you pay for this car?
So this car is obviously bought it used. This car I can't remember. I was 319 at the time, a year ago. Yeah, it's a 2020 model.
That's not bad.
So I mean, they're coming for same mileage now. Probably be like around 300. You think for the same year? That's it.
Oh man, 4th gear. It just pulls, and it pulls with like, it doesn't feel like 103 kilowatt. And remember when driving the auto, it didn't feel this. It didn't feel this sprightly because the auto gearbox made the power. It numbed it so much. Oh no! Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's hop into the modified car and see how it compares to this. Ladies and gentlemen, I am now with Zahir in his modified Suzuki Swift Sport. Zahir, how are you, sir?
Good, I can't complain.
Lovely,
Yourself?
lovely, lovely, lovely. Zahir, tell me about your Swift Sport. What have you done to it over the standard vehicle?
Yeah, so one of the first things that I done were the lowering springs and cold air intake. So MSD, cold air intake. Then we did a full exhaust system from the turbo all the way back.
Oh, nice.
So there's a downpipe and then the back system as well. Spent a bit more than I would have liked trying to get rid of some drone on that one. So I actually went through 2 exhaust designs.
Oh, hectic.
Yeah. So it's not very well insulated cabin, but I think that
Yes.
helps with the lightweight of the car.
Yes.
So it's a give and a take. So that was sort of the next step, and after that we went for a light stage 2 tune as well.
Okay, nice. What is your total figures?
It's 126 kilowatt and 315 Newton meters of torque, 315.
Oh wow, so we're up on torque and
Yeah.
properly up, and I mean that's quite a bit more power in this sport. What I can really feel is the stiffened suspension,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be curious to see what that means for my lungs after. I was just about to tell you. So guys, this is my lungs is a very stiff, very bumpy road, and this road suits a more compliant suspension. So whenever I do reviews on the car's always in the softer setting because this road will throw you around. So the suspension is a bit stiffer in here, but I'm curious to feel how it handles the long sweepers like this. So I'm gonna try and go a bit faster down into this thing coming up now. I don't know exactly what this car feels like yet, so we'll feel now. Oh, this is fast. What does this car weigh from my ass?
I think it's 976 kilos.
Oh crap, this is quick. So now you feel the diff actually going. Okay, let's pull you across the road here and there a little.
LSD is one of the modifications that I would like to do, but I think it's just very, very costly.
Of course. But again, steering wheel, guys, a bit too light as per usual with the ZC33's chassis. The steering wheel isn't as precise as it was on the previous generation of Swift Sport. So yeah, quite stiff there, ladies and gentlemen, but we're gonna make a small U-turn here and see how she goes. 1, 2, 3. But from what I can see, this is fun. I see you have an ATM sticker. Did Damien do the software?
So I spoke to Matthew and Renato. So
excellent.
Yeah, no, I can't complain. 100% best. So one of the best service I've received.
Ooh.
I actually did try a more popular tuning company. So this is my second Swift Sport. I had the automatic first.
Yes.
But I just felt it wasn't as eager as the manual. So a couple of my friends had the manual, and I ended up selling the auto.
Oh,
to
hectic.
get the manual. Yeah. So exactly the same color and everything. So I could transfer most of the mods over.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we in first gear. I'm not going to do a launch or anything. I'm just going to floor the car and see what's what. Let's see. Shush.
This is the mountain passes. Clarence Drive is my favorite.
This is beautiful, man. Guys, I'm a little bit too stiff on this road, so I'm trying to like ease it into over these bumps, but wow. This is beautiful. Nah. I don't know why people are buying other cars if they're the small car thing, but this is lovely.
This is all you need. And it's very capable as well. With a few bolt-ons, you can actually do quite a lot.
Extremely capable, but I do think though the 1.4 does limit it over your 1.6 ST or 1.8 Polo.
Yeah.
So you are at a slight capacity, you're down on capacity, but you make up for it with this car in its weight, in the way it delivers its power. And it sounds lovely. I mean, this little car sounds. Guys, we can't go too hard through here. It's gonna bounce around way too much. You don't know, I don't know about you, but I'm 33 years old this year. And my ideal car is dead quiet and automatic. I don't know what's happening.
EV or?
Yeah, like I don't know what's happening to me. Like the years know when you can't grow up so much. Oh. Kita kan al. Did you get the intake?
Around parking lots in first and second, you get the flutter as well.
Lots of fun. Lots of fun. We're passing Warren now in his other Suzuki, But again guys, we can't go too hot down here. I just want to see if the road is just a touch smoother. a bit too light, the steering, but overall the suspension feels fantastic here through. The power does tape off a little bit on top.
Yeah, I find 5.5.
Yeah, but not too bad that you notice it off the bat immediately. But 4.5, like there.
Yes.
It's really happy. And it sounds, a specific one of these bolt-ons. Oh. Okay. Let's read into the details here. Was the exhaust, the intake, the tune expensive?
The exhaust not so much, but the rest, the intake was quite expensive because there's not a lot of parts available locally to the car. So you have to import most, and I got quite a few off Amazon Japan.
Yes.
So the intake, I actually got it when it was half price, so it was about 5.5. Normally it goes for about 8.5 to 9,000. Exhaust, the downpipe was about 4.5, and then from the front axle all the way back another 4 grand from Viper Performance.
Okay, so you're in around 15 probably in total.
Springs 3.5. Tune was 3.5 as well. Catch gain 2,000. So I'm in a bit deeper
You're
than
in
I
a
want.
bit deeper, you want.
The first exhaust was done by quite a popular company, but they just couldn't get rid of the drone. So yeah.
Is he filming? Yeah. Okay, this was eye-openingly good. Like, I'm not just saying that. Okay, let's let's conclude this video.
In your eyes, I see so much more than what this moment can deliver. Your absence makes the winter shiver, and your presence turns me into a sliver of what I used to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, finished the review. Warren and Zahir, thank you guys so much for this.
pleasure.
Warren, thank you so much for setting this up. I really appreciate it.
All good, man.
We're actually gonna do the previous version of this car in another video. So Warren will probably set it up for me as well.
And then maybe the previous one, the
Yes,
first
yes.
Z31.
Definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm extremely impressed. For the price of this vehicle, for the mods that you've done on it, it really does amplify that experience a lot more. And I'm thoroughly impressed. If you guys are looking for a budget performance, he said lukewarm match.
Yeah, war match.
The wall match. Yeah. I'd say this feels like
Hot hatch.
a hot hatch to me. I would say go for it. Like, they're reliable.
Yeah.
They're very fuel efficient if you drive them easy, and they have a good maintenance plan as well from Zuki. Obviously, I don't know what's happened with this maintenance plan.
The mods are just for Instagram. It doesn't.
Okay,
they
it
don't
does,
exist,
yes, okay, it doesn't exist. Okay, cool. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please check out other videos here on Kinetic Drive. Adios, bye. You guys can also say bye.
Bye-bye.
We said other things before. I was thinking it gives me anxiety if I say it.